That.
It does.
Not that I don't enjoy being here. But.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I love having you here. We have so much fun. All right. So, how are you today?
Hanging in there. Anything exciting going on with you?
Not really.
You have to think about it. That usually means no.
I was just talking in the newsroom, and I hate to admit this. You know, during the holidays, I always think like, oh, man, I'm going to gain weight. I went to the doctor yesterday. I've gained 10 pounds over the holiday season. Isn't that horrible?
It's not even Christmas yet.
I know. I really was like, something's wrong with your scale. Gosh. But I did secretly tell myself, I was like, I do have my coat on and some ankle boots. That's got to be about 8 pounds.
Yeah, I tell myself that too. Although I don't wear ankle boots.
I couldn't believe it. You know, you kind of deny the signs. My pants were feeling a little tight, but I was like, I'm fine. Totally fine.
It's the fruitcake.
When I looked down, I was like, things are not good. The scale is broken. And yeah, Christmas isn't even here. And then there's New Year's. Goodness gracious.
Well, it's going to be the January purge, right?
It is the January purge.
Okay.
I'm going to eat nothing but apples.
Apples
One
and
of my
popcorn.
friends did that once in college. She went on like an apple diet.
I don't think that's healthy.
No.
I mean, apples are good, but just,
Yeah.
just straight apples?
12 apples a day keeps the doctor away. You know the saying.
It keeps you in the bathroom, too.
Oh, gosh, the fiber. She couldn't eat apples for like 2 years after that. And I think the diet was only like a week long, and all you ate a day was like 6 apples.
So short-term gain, and then you ruin one of your favorite foods for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I don't see the
yeah.
I don't see the point in that.
I'm not going to do it. I'll do it the healthy way, like, working out.
Or just not do it and enjoy the holidays, right?
That's true.
That's
I'm not even going to think about it till New Year's. Okay, let's get to today's hot topics. Hot topic. This story makes me very happy. So that whole man flu thing that we talked about on our morning show earlier this week and that you've probably seen floating around online, it turns out it might be a hoax after all. Yes, get this. A report came out this week saying that the man flu might be real. Like, it makes men sicker when they get the flu, so that explains why men seem to complain more than women when they get sick.
Was this research done by men?
It was. A group of men were sick and in a room like, it's true. Well, lifehacker.com says this supposed study...
I have research to back it up.
Well, lifehacker.com says the supposed study to back that claim up is actually from a bizarre April Fool's joke, but it caught traction online as if it was fact. The British Medical Journal publishes studies every year. They are real science, but constructed for laughs and not necessarily true. So the journal releases these so-called studies. They end up as headlines online because they're funny and clickable, but news outlets like CNN reported them as fact. And then once they report them, everybody starts reporting them.
So this is actual fake news.
Y'all, it exists. This is real fake news. It's out there. Yeah.
All right, well, hey.
Because, I remember when we talked about this, you said, even the study was saying, men feel worse, blah, 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 or the immune system. That's what their reasoning was. Men's immune system is weaker.
Which didn't make sense to me because you would get sick more often if your immune system's weaker, but it doesn't account for you being a big baby about it.
Right.
So.
Are you a baby when you're sick?
Oh, yeah. My wife will tell you in a heartbeat.
In the several years I've worked with you now, you don't seem to get sick very often.
No, it doesn't happen often, but when it does, look out.
You are really sick.
Yeah, it's pretty pathetic.
Oh.
Well, a Massachusetts man has gone viral with a hilarious parody of pregnancy pictures celebrating the arrival of his food baby. He's recruited one of his friends to take pics. He appears to be several months along. Turns out the man just recently actually became a father, and the photos were a surprise gift for a gender reveal party for his then pregnant girlfriend. The happy couple welcomed his son. He plans to share the photos with his son once he gets a little older. Lee Cruz is always talking about his dad bod, and this just...
You know what?
Makes me think of him.
We need to pool our money and get Lee Cruz a maternity photo shoot like this for the holidays.
Totally do that, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
He would rock it.
Yes, I think that's hilarious. I would like to see the reaction of his girlfriend when when they put those pictures up at the gender reveal. Got a little surprise for you.
Even if they have those hanging on their wall in their house.
Oh, my gosh, they're hilarious. I love it. Okay, well, CNN says Anderson Cooper's Twitter account was hacked following a controversial tweet to President Donald Trump. I saw the tweet earlier this week, and I was like, Anderson. The tweet was sent following Democrat Doug Jones' win over Republican Roy Moore in this week's special Senate race in Alabama. The president, of course, had backed Roy Moore in that race. Well, a tweet from Anderson Cooper's official Twitter account tweeted at President Trump and called him a tool and pathetic loser.
Oh, no.
Yes. Cooper's account has since been removed, and CNN is claiming that someone hacked Cooper's account and tweeted at the president. Are you buying it or are you not?
I know that hacks happen.
Right.
I mean, it's never happened to me. Knock on wood. We don't have any wood around here, but. Anytime you hear that excuse, you immediately think, maybe it's just the cynical part of me, like, oh, come on, my account was hacked.
Yeah.
But as a professional journalist and somebody that's supposed to
be
level, that seems
yeah.
like he would pause a moment before hitting enter on a tweet like that. So
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't buy it for a second. I don't buy it, Anderson. And I like Anderson Cooper. Nothing against him. I don't buy it, and here's why. The fact that his whole account is now gone. It makes me think he's in trouble with the bosses at CNN. Of course, this is just speculation. I know nothing. But
yeah, I mean, once your account gets hacked, do you usually delete it and start over, or do you just unhack it?
I think there's some way to unhack it, because what was it, last year? Remember when ABC News and GMA, their Twitter account was hacked? It was like last year or the year before, and someone was tweeting crazy stuff from it, and they didn't fully delete. So I think you can gain access back. Yeah, the fact that his account is now gone, and I don't know. I'm not buying it. I think he may not have. He very well could have been hacked, but I think maybe in a moment of not thinking, he sent kind of a tweet in anger. Maybe
it's possible. Yeah.
It is possible.
Never tweet angry.
Never tweet angry, and never go to the grocery store hungry.
These
are our tips
today.
That's
true. I go by that one. Chicago news anchor's mispronunciation of a Pennsylvania town is burning up social media during Wednesday morning's newscast. The show anchors were reading delightfully named towns in Pennsylvania Dutch country. The name of one town is not pronounced exactly like it's spelled, and one of the anchors learned that the hard way. Take a listen.
Here's some other great town names. Letitz.
What? Sure. No, that's not right.
Right. B-double-O-B. Boom.
It's called
La Teats.
Can I ask the producer, did she say that right?
I don't know. That's how it's spelled.
You got it right.
It's spelled.
No, it's Lidditz.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious.
That's not right.
I can't. That's not right. I can't say that I wouldn't have said the very same thing. You see that? I don't know. What I probably would have done is been like, it's called. Tom, I'll send this one over to you.
Yeah.
What is it?
I was just talking to Jill Swed, because she's from around Pennsylvania, and not around. She's from up around Pittsburgh, and I'm from Eastern Ohio, and all that whole area's got a lot of weird sounding names.
Yeah.
And Lidditz. What was one we were talking about? Zillionopol. There's one.
Zillionopol.
My wife's family is actually all from east of Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Way out in the middle of nowhere, very close to Punxsutawney, about 30 miles west of Punxsutawney, where the groundhog's from. They're from a place called Distant, Pennsylvania. And if you hop right across the river from Distant, you're in Climax, Pennsylvania. Look it up.
Yes. Visit often.
True.
Goodness
it's
gracious.
A town name. I don't know who would want to live in Climax, but apparently somebody does.
Climax, Distant. There are so many.
Yeah.
Whenever there's weirdly named towns, I'm always like, who chose this? But
yeah, especially some of those where they kind of go off the rails.
But yes,
there,
it is. Lidditz, if you were wondering. But she's never going to live that down.
That's going to be on the Christmas reel.
Yes, if you've been on air a while, at any time, we all have stories like that. Oh, gosh, so many things.
We won't discuss them.
We won't, because those secrets are buried. Okay, well, if you thought ugly Christmas sweaters were bad, wait until you see this. Christmas eyebrows.
Oh, come on.
I know. It's a brand new holiday trend, according to the Huffington Post. To achieve the purposefully tacky look, using gel, you separate your eyebrows into peaks, and then you use gems, stickers, other glittery objects to decorate your brows. The trend has taken off since a YouTuber posted a tutorial for the look on Tuesday of this week. So yes, this is tacky, just like the Christmas sweaters. No one's trying to look good wearing these, but it seems like a lot of work.
It reminds me of the hipster beard thing from a couple years ago when they put the glitter in the beard and put the little tiny baubles hanging from your beard.
Which you did, and you loved it.
Oh, every day. Yeah. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it. The payoff in the end is spectacular.
I just think this is so much work. It's going to be hard to be like, come to my ugly Christmas eyebrows party.
And then wouldn't you have all that stuff falling in your eyes all day, like coming off and getting stuck in your eye?
Yeah. I mean, even regular makeup gets in our eyes. Can you imagine if a big chunk of that glitter gets in there? Hi, corneas.
Yeah, dangerous. All right. Well, hey, if you're a fan of the movie A Christmas Story, who isn't? You're going to love this. A New York man built the movie's iconic home out of Legos. And now he's pitching the idea to Lego to see if they'll produce it as a kit so families can enjoy it nationwide. He needs 10,000 signatures for them to even consider it. He already has about 9,000, so he's close. I don't see the Bumpus's dogs anywhere, so they're going to have to add that for sure.
They are.
There's the lamp. Is that the leg lamp?
That's the leg lamp, and then, of course, the
Nice.
major award.
The bunny costume.
Well, and here's the thing. We had the full story on our morning show the other day, and as it turns out, so all of these pieces are not from, because they don't make a Christmas story kit. He said he and his family, this guy, they searched online.
Just had to cobble together a bunch of different kits.
This is just a mix-up of all these
cool.
different.
Look at that.
Yeah, and he said, look, he found a box that said Fragile on it.
Oh.
Fragile.
Fragile.
I think this would be awesome and a great family project. It could be the new gingerbread house. Let's make a, Christmas story house.
Let's not go back to gingerbread houses. We've already been there once this week.
Oh, we're going there, and we're going there right now. If you were with us earlier this week, you probably saw the just hilarious fail that Tom and I tried to make a gingerbread house this week, and it was horrible.
Ironically enough, there was no gingerbread, so that was the first red flag.
But there was icing, and we wished it was alcoholic icing. It was such a disaster. We both needed a drink afterwards. Okay, so speaking of gingerbread houses, they're an annual tradition for many families, but nothing like these that we're about to show you.
Wow.
These are some of the most epic gingerbread houses made this year. That's obviously the White House. That's one, and that's on display in the White House. This is Buckingham Palace.
That's
and you
cool.
can, by the hands there, you can see kind of the dimensions of this. This is Waddesdon Manor in Buckinghamshire, England.
Look how big they are.
That's
Good
huge.
gravy.
And these are real, made out of gingerbread. The
Yeah.
Plaza Hotel in New York City. That is awesome. And then the one that you saw off the top is the Capitol building. And it's also on display at the U.S. Capitol.
That's
awesome.
One of my favorite cities in Christmas time is Asheville, North Carolina, and I'm
Really?
pretty sure at maybe it's the Biltmore or the Grove Park. I can't remember. It's been so many years that I've been there, but they have a contest like that for gingerbread
That's
houses. I'm pretty
awesome.
sure they put them on display. Nothing as expansive as
Yeah.
that, but
My question is always when they make these amazing ones and then have them on display for so many weeks at a time, what do they do to keep it from, because it's food products, what do they do to keep it from, I don't know,
well,
crumbling?
it just gets hard.
Oh,
you know,
the icing
It just
does
gets
get
really
hard,
hard. You just get to the point where you can't eat it anymore, which
Yeah,
is
that's
sad.
true.
But,
It is sad. Wasted food.
Sacrifice for art.
That's right. Well, feminism is the word of the year for 2017, according to Merriam-Webster. It was the most looked up word in their online dictionary this year. Get this, the word feminism generated 70% more searches this year than last year. Merriam-Webster attributes the spike in interest to several major events involving women's issues this year, including what you're seeing this picture of here, the Women's March on Washington, and the recent #MeToo movement. Of course, women telling their stories of sexual harassment and assault.
Yeah, that's always fascinating to me every year when they come out with that, because it just shows, the trends culturally and everything else that we're going through. I remember a few years ago, it's always kind of a buzzword that doesn't seem like a word, but then it becomes one, and well, that one's obviously a legitimate word to begin with, but just shows how dominant that topic has been through the latter part of this year.
Especially, I was just going to say the latter part of this year, especially, and for it to be such a big topic, 70% of an increase in such a short amount of time.
Huge.
Goodness, and what are we talking about this morning on Sunrise? The Google searches, kind of along the same line, stuff online. Speaking of the sexual harassment, Matt Lauer has been one of the most searched people on Google this year. Just within the last couple of weeks, and he's already one of the most searched for the entire year.
Sometimes you don't want to be the most searched.
That's true. He probably wishes there was no internet right now. So, anyway. All right, those are today's Hot Topics. Look at you. You didn't talk over it.
I learned.
You're
I learned.
winning.
Stay with us. How about taking the family to see a holiday show this Christmas?
The holiday lineup is underway at Lexington's Lyric Theater. A look at some of the must-see productions this season, some of the top shows, when we come right back.